Hi everyone and welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Darkness into Light. And it is Monday, so that means it is Mindfulness Monday. And I'd like to welcome all of you here. Because we're on Facebook, usually we do a bit of yoga on Mondays, so I would like to do that with you. Start off with a little bit of yoga. And then I would like to do a little bit of mindfulness practice, and then I do have a song prepared for you as well. So let's do that as well. Just making sure this is all set up here. All right. Is that my belly? It can't be my belly. So welcome everybody, welcome. I'm not really sure, this might be the last Monday mindfulness, as it is the end of June. Hello, Sunena. Hello, everybody. But anyways, yeah, we'll find out. Usually here in Abu Dhabi, a lot of us are teachers. And so we go home for July and August. And so that may or may not be the case because of COVID-19, of course. But just stay here on the Facebook page, check in with us, and we'll let you know exactly what's going to happen as soon as we know. Yes, the mindfulness practices. And I wanted to start off by talking a little bit about cleaning. This might sound kind of funny, but I was just sweeping my floor, preparing for this, of course, and I was reminded of all the Buddhist monks. If you ever see Buddhist monks, they do a lot of sweeping, right? And there's a couple quotes that are very similar, but basically it says, the inside is the outside. The internal is the external. So much of what we comprehend, maybe everything that we comprehend and perceive, it's happening here in our brains. And so I think it's very important if you go along a spiritual path or you start to, look at mindfulness and try to do some mindfulness practices, that you have to really, well, I don't like to say have to or you should, but it is strongly suggested that if you want to start cleaning your inner life, that you clean your outer life as well. Hi, Maria. So, things like making your bed, sweeping the floor, doing your dishes, all of these things are really sincerely wonderful practices to help us become more mindful. And it doesn't mean that we have to become robots, I am washing my dishes now, something like that. No, it's just like any other spiritual practice, whether or not you're doing yoga or Tai Chi or meditation, it's just about being aware. It's taking a moment, feeling the aliveness in your hands, making sure that you're conscious. You can even ask yourself, am I aware? Am I conscious? Am I here in the present moment? And if the answer is yes, then you continue with your activities, but you do it mindfully. You do them mindfully. So, hello, Mr. Tariq. So you're sweeping, you're doing it mindfully. And of course, what happens if you don't do things mindfully, at least for myself, is that sometimes I might hurt my back. I'm not paying attention. I'm almost 50, so I have to pay attention about how I am sweeping the floor, for example, or how I am washing the dishes, or maybe if I'm standing there, as my friend knows, on my phone, my back might be arched in a way that's not very healthy or very, let's say, happy for my back. It might cause pain. So mindfulness really is about, again, moving us from pain to pleasure, from suffering to, well, let's say liberation in a sense, or freedom. Maybe freedom's a better word. So anyways, I just want to suggest that to you and recommend that to you, that really if you want happiness, if you want health, if you want peace, then you're probably going to want to clean your outer world as well as your inner world. And you'll start to see the relationship between the two. You might be meditating and inside you have a lot of turmoil or anxiety, and you're saying to yourself, Why am I not happy? And you open your eyes and you say, oh, my life is a mess. I am living in squalor, or something like that. So obviously, if we attend to life, if we respond to life, if we are mindful, and the quote, cleanliness is close to godliness. Well, it looks like I just lost 6 people, so maybe I should stop talking about this. Anyways, let's just do a little bit of yoga. And again, yoga, right now, the purpose of the yoga is just to wake up the body. So even standing here mindfully is wonderful. You can just bend your knees a little bit. Bending your knees, waking up the energy in the legs. Again, energy is held by the muscles. So when we do a little bit of exercise, we move the energy, we move the emotions, we even move thoughts, because thoughts are just energy. We can do something like the Tai Chi, where we inhale and just allow our arms to float up, and then they gradually come back, like going over a waterfall, and they come back to this position. Again, we lift our arms as if strings, we're lifting them up. And from this position here, do you feel your feet? In other words, feel that connection from your hands down to your feet. Your whole body is alive now. If we do this long enough, we will start to feel warmth in the body, tingling in the arms. Then we bring back the arms, the hands, and they just slowly lower. Really, when we're doing Tai Chi or yoga, I would say, the air becomes like water. We realize that we are surrounded by this ether, this space, this fullness and emptiness. Our bodies are floating through the world. Moment to moment, we are moving in this open space. This space is the open context for everything that transpires, for all of the consciousness that is changing within it. It's outside of us and it's inside of us. Thank you for all those hearts. I don't know who just sent that, but okay. We can do a couple of these for our necks. So lowering your chin and then rotating your head clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, up to 12, and then counterclockwise. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12. Lifting the shoulders, squeezing, and releasing. Reaching back behind you, interlacing your fingers, one of my favorite stretches. Coming back, squeezing the shoulder blades. Oh, it feels so good. And lifting the body straight up into the air and slowly lowering the head a little bit, squeezing the shoulder blades, pushing those hands a little bit lower. Oh, that's good. Helps to open our chests. Allowing the hands to rise and then turning all the way to the right, the left hand touching the right shoulder. Coming back to center. Turning left again, the right hand touching the left shoulder. And we'll do that one more time. Feels quite nice. I would like to do just maybe 5 sun salutations, because again, that sun salutation is really going to wake up the body and help us to be mindful and meditate. So as we inhale, and then we exhale, inhaling the right foot back, and then the left foot, we form the plank. Then we come down to our knees and our chest. And then inhale up to cobra. Exhale to downward dog. Inhaling that right foot up and left foot. And coming to the top of the mat. That's number one. Inhaling. Inhaling a nice big full breath. Exhaling down. Inhaling left and right. Forming the plank. Exhaling knees and chest. Inhaling cobra. Exhaling downward dog. Inhaling left and right. Coming up. Forming the prayer position. And down. Number three. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling right and left, forming the plank. Exhaling knees and chest. Inhaling cobra. Exhaling downward dog. Inhaling right and left. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling left and right, forming the plank. Exhaling knees and chest. Inhaling cobra. Exhaling downward dog. Inhaling left and right. And coming back to prayer position. Actually, we will only do 4. We'll do 2 on each side. And, I don't know about you, but I feel more awake. I will mindfully come now to my telephone, and I will move the phone closer to my harmonium. Trying to be a little bit funny. I have a new Zafu pillow, which I'm very happy about, that my friend Nick gave to me since he's moving. And a Zafu pillow is really nice for meditation because it makes it so much easier to sit erect and to have a very nice, proper sitting position. So here we are. Whoa. That would be my chest. Oh, Nicole Morrissey, the originator of Monday Mindfulness. Welcome. So good to have you here. I think actually this should go back a little bit, huh? Oops. There goes the phone, technical difficulties. Okay. Yeah, should be okay. Great. So the same friend that gave me this Zafu pillow, yes, Nicole in the house, hey. The person who gave me this Zafu pillow also gave me this book, The 7 Secrets of Mindfulness. Have I read it? I have not. I started to look through the contents, and I'm just going to read a few of these because, back in the day when I was first getting into spirituality, I would go to a bookstore. This is 30 years ago. And I would go into a bookstore and I would look at the title, look at the cover, and I would get a feeling about something. And I would just open it up and just kind of go through the contents. And really, a lot can be, given or, transmitted. A lot can be transmitted, thank you, Nicole, through words, through the book itself. It has a certain energy. And so I'm just going to read a little bit, a few of these. That might be getting too loud now. So the first secret, these are various secrets, is lighting the inner fire. And I also belong to a group called Rumi's Heart. I'm not sure if any of you are there right now. And we speak a lot about this, the inner fire. And all of us need to have some kind of an inner fire if we are going to go along a spiritual path or even in life. I mean, let's face it, right? When you wake up in the morning, you want to be happy and excited and motivated and inspired to go to work and to live your day. So we all have to find different ways of finding that fire. The fire could be in our belly. The fire could be in our hearts. Maybe the fire is in our minds, if there is a mind. But anyways, so whatever you can do, it's a love affair for me. What can you do to activate and elicit that love affair with life? Really, that love affair with this present moment. Am I fully in this moment? Is there something I am resisting in this moment? And that comes up in the second secret. Are there any obstacles? I would say that awareness itself has no obstacle. And this is something that I learned from Mooji. If any of you know Mooji out there, Mooji's great. And basically he says, awareness is here, and any obstacle that you believe you have has to be on the other side of awareness. So whatever that obstacle might be, maybe you have anger or resentment, please remember that the awareness is prior to any issue, to any obstacle. So it's not, well, I don't know. I was going to say it's not that you can just leave it there. Maybe you can. Because when we're interested in things, that's when we give things our attention, and that's when we get sucked into the dramas of life. So being mindful is creating a little bit of detachment and just stepping back a bit. And as awareness, it's just watching everything arise and fall. And then supposedly, apparently, it is our choice whether or not we want to engage in life and with life. Or do we just want to maybe sit on the sidelines and watch life as it changes? So, obstacles. Are there really any obstacles? Is there any resistance? Do you have resistance to what is? If you are bored, you might be resisting something. If you don't like someone or something in the here and now, you might feel that you are resisting this moment. Basically, it's I like and I dislike. I like this moment, I dislike this moment. If I like it, I want more of it. We are always trying to have a better and better experience. You know, what's better than one ice cream cone? 2 ice cream cones. What's better than 1 mocha? 2 mochas. It could be a sunrise or a sunset. So basically, we're always going after pleasure and we're resisting pain. But what happens when we resist pain is that we can start to suffer. Because in reality, I believe, everything is one, all is one. And so life is abundant and dynamic and it's full of everything. It's the entire universe. And when we start to say, I don't want that part of the universe, or I don't want to feel this, or I don't want to think this, we start pushing life away, then usually we feel something tense, I would say, inside. We feel a contraction. We feel a tension. And I became mindful that I need to check the time. 3:18, okay. So, yeah, let's move on. See, sometimes grace, a reminder will come and help you to be mindful. Okay, it's talking about support. It's really nice, obviously. You can do yoga at home. Yoga at home is wonderful, but it's really nice, right, to go to a class and be surrounded by people who are doing the same thing. And this is what we call satsang. Satsang means the association with truth. Sat is truth. But it also means being with like-minded individuals. We might say like-hearted individuals as well. So if you're doing something for the first time, if you're going to learn piano, it's a nice thing to have other people doing it with you so that you can ask questions. The energy is there, you feel supported. It's like a little group, a gang, a family. And so if you can have a meditation family or a yoga family, a mindfulness family, or a community, all of you can help each other to show each other blind spots. And that's maybe a whole nother conversation. But this is what happens when we're in relationship, is we actually grow faster because now we start meeting other people. And we start finding places that we're stuck. We find places where there's tension. We find places where we have judgment of others or of situations, you know. I would never do this. And maybe you wouldn't, but. So, everything I just said about being open to the oneness of life is great in the sense of, what I mean to say is, I'm not complimenting myself, is that obviously if harm or danger or violence or something bad is coming your way, then yes, you want to resist that. But actually it's not a resistance. It's more of a letting something go by you or getting yourself out of the way. So really it's about being aware and responding to each and every moment fully, completely, consciously, and mindfully. Okay, I'm gonna put this book away. This actually, Nicole Morrissey, this is a song that you sent me. It's called Medicine of Truth, So Hum. And So Hum is also another meditative tool, a mantra. So you might hear people inhaling so and exhaling hum. So hum. So hum. Wow, seriously, I only did 2 of those and I already feel something. I feel something pleasant. So hum, maybe Shivo hum. Yes, agreed. There are a million different kind of mantras that you can meditate upon that help you not only just to be in the present moment, but also to elicit something, right? All of us are trying to awaken something within ourselves, whether it's energy or an ability. I was going to say a power, maybe a power, I don't know. An ability, maybe it's love, maybe it's compassion. We want to elicit something, we want to awaken so that we're not asleep. Because if you're asleep, it's very difficult to live your life. So, anyways, I've just started to learn this song today, but if you know me, you know that that's how I roll. As Nicole is, I'm a spiritual gangster. That's what we like to say. So please forgive me if I make any mistakes, but I have our friend here, Manish Damour. Manish Damour, he wrote the song, and I do believe it's him who is singing it here. So let's listen to this and enjoy.
Stillness of my center, temple of my soul, I bow to this moment where presence overflows. The silence of the sages, now I am found. In gratitude I bow to this holy ground. In gratitude I bow to this holy ground. In gratitude I bow to this holy ground. distance, there's no more goal. Beings of light, guiding my way. In gratitude I pray with the holy sound. In gratitude I pray in holy sound. In gratitude I pray with this holy sound. Loka somasta sukino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be free of suffering, and may all beings be at peace. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino Hello, Asma.
It's all about love. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here with me. Really means a lot to me. It's 333. So thank you so much for being with me on Darkness into Light today for a Monday mindfulness. And I guess we will see you on Wednesday on Instagram. Wednesday at 3 o'clock on Instagram. And after that, we shall see. Have a wonderful day. Have a great day. Thank you, everyone. See you soon.